Hopefully you can hear it.
They better hear it.
This is a test. We're in the room here at Weir's Beach.
We're in our private recording studio located in the closet of a cabin in Weir's Beach.
Yes. The wonderful folks here lied about the size. We thought we
no, they didn't lie. They used a nice wide-angle lens.
Wide-angle lens fools the hell out of people. You know, you see, oh wow, this looks big. We have enough place. We can do videos. We can have a podcast. We can have people over. We'll do stuff. You know, we got a couple people that are in the cabin next to us. Nope. So, right now, we got on our Neo-Geo MVS. We got a
I was gonna take over for a little bit.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here, we're playing some two-player games, and we're going to do a review / kind of podcast type banter while playing. And we have a consoleized MVS hooked up to a 27-inch CRT, which is outputting to the camera. And then we have the audio going into the laptop, and we're going to try to bring them all together. And I guess you can call it a series.
Yes.
So we'll break it up by game. So this is the first game, and I'll let you take over since you love the manliest game ever made.
It's the manliest game ever made. It's actually 80K's, what I was reading about, it's 80K's last game they published before they got absorbed by the board by SNK is Twinkle Star Sprites. Yes, that name just exudes the manliness.
Now, what version are we going to be playing a little bit first?
Okay, right now we're in the since with the wonderful Razula has his universe BIOS, which lets you select between different versions of the game. So it'll let you play the European, the English version, and also Japanese. Right now we're in the very, very, very poorly translated English version.
And was this in arcades, or was this on the AES?
It was in arcades. It was very hard to find, and I'm pretty sure there is an AES version of the game. If you can find either or, they're extremely expensive.
So that the rotating star and everything, was that?
Yeah, the rotating star that you saw in the beginning with the little story, that is only in the home version. That is not in the arcade version. When you put on the arcade version, it just goes right into the game with the characters.
So is this the home US version? I guess you'd kind of say?
We have it set to Console USA. So we're in Console USA mode. And you'll also see, with the names of the characters, they screwed up a lot of the characters. You'll see, like, some of them, like, the main character in the game is a little witch girl named Lord Ran, but, Lord Run.
It's her real name.
And then in the game, it's Lord Run.
You just totally screwed that up.
Oh my god.
The real name is Lord Run.
Yeah, her name is Lord Run, but for some reason it's Lord Ran.
In the US translation. And, because, Run apparently translates to Ran.
There's little guys called Nunjanjas, but let's get right into the game. We've been talking enough. People are like, when are you going to play the game?
Oh,
so
they're seeing the controls.
It's pretty much, it's a puzzle game shooter. Against each other. So, like, take, like, a good shooting game, like, your R-types, your Gradiuses, or Gradiuses, and cross it with a puzzle game, like, I would say, like, Tetris Attack, kind of like that.
Yep.
So, Lord Ran and Kim, so
I'm gonna get my ass handed.
Yeah, because, each character's got, different attacks, so, I'm just gonna call him Kim. I forget, it's like Kamatsu or something like that in Japanese.
I'm doing awful already.
And that's the joysticks. Gerard's using the Hori
modded Hori.
The modded Hori Real Arcade Pro with a connector. No, and I didn't say fudge. And that's the whole thing, is you want to get combos. It's all by colors, I remember I lent this game to a friend of mine, and he said, I think you got a bootleg version of the game, because the colors look all washed out. And I was like, no, that's the way the game looks. And they were trying to go for a pastel color.
That's the best they could do on the MVS.
And what you want to try to do is combo these, the fireballs back and forth, so all the characters have their own unique special, like, for Run, she's got the little cat that goes with her. It's called the Rabby Cat. a rabbit cat, or a cabbit, whatever you like to call him. But in the game, it's a rabbit cat, and he actually will appear behind the other player and blow up like a bomb, like right here, you'll see it. It'll try to go to where Gerard is. I also have my bomb that I can activate on the B button. It's a completely 2-button game.
Now,
And,
how do you get more fireballs on the screen?
you just gotta do the combos, like, and then you're sending them back and forth, so it's like, if you ever...
Well, how do you do the combos?
You have to pop these, all the little sprites, the little balloons.
We gotta pick the same character.
I know, it's hard to play
I just picked
play this game
play one of
and
the
narrate
worst
at the same time.
That's
Yeah.
probably one of the worst characters you're
Yeah,
playing.
Kim's got a harder... You can use, yeah, see, that's how, like, they have, like, a fully thing that they say to each other, and Chara Select. I'll be Tinker and Linker. Yeah, Rally's hard to use. The Griffin. Yeah, Rally's got the... She's got like a kind of shitty with her charge attack. Now you'll also notice on the bottom of the screen, you know, we have our reserve of bombs, and then there's also the power meter. So whenever you're doing these combos, you're building up your power meter. So I'll say 6 hits. Like sometimes, like if I can, let me see, yeah, right there, it'll say perfect. So you get a bigger stock. Now what you can do is you can hold down on your fire button, which is kind of risky because you want to try to charge a shot. And there's the little crescent moon in those in the blue orbs. That's the fever balloon. Uh-oh, you're sending out the boss. So it really becomes like a fight, like a shooting game where you send out a boss. The one trick with this game is you can only have one boss out at a time. And you can see Really Teal has her dragon Rappy comes out at you, so I got the little Rappies coming out.
You got another boss attack?
But I have a full stock power meter. But also not playing with the... So here's my... Oh, you set the angel away!
Yeah.
Now this game, you know, we always say, you know, we always make fun saying it's, you know, the manliest game in the world because, you know, I'll go to, I remember going to Otakon a few years, big shout outs to all the guys that from Neo-Geo.com that used to go there and run the game room, one of the best convention game rooms in the business.
Shit, half hour.
And we always have the PlayStation 2 version. There was a sequel that SNK Playmore made. It's called Twinkle Star Sprites La Petite Princess. And it's pretty much it's an updated version. You get the original version along with the new update. There's some new characters. You know, they're basically... I got you with the boss. And, you know, we'll be playing this game and people will walk up to it and go, this game looks like it's for freaking girls. I don't want to play this shit. And you hand them the controller and goes, oh, you think so? And then you come back like 20 minutes later. They're still on the game.
And what's nice about the La Petite Princess, the PS2 port, the colors and the pastel colors and the art style really stands out. Whereas, I mean, it stands out in this game, but they were kind of limited with the power as far as the pastel, so it gets kind of that washed out look. The PlayStation 2 version does not have a washed out look.
Neo Geo, they were always pushing like what they could do with their colors. They were always trying to show off like, hey, look what we can do that Sega and NEC and Nintendo can't. Because you're a real hot dog if you had the Neo Geo and everybody else was just a weenie. But I mean, the game was very popular. You know, it did get an American release. You know, very limited. Can't find it.
But in Japan, it had multiple releases on different consoles.
We're talking Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn actually has, it's a 2-disc collector set that has like character artwork from fans. No. It's got fan artwork. Like a vocal track of like the characters doing like I guess like a radio drama. I forget what they call that in Japan. And then it also got a release on the Sega Dreamcast. So, you know, both of the last two Sega systems, this game had a release on it. It was that big. We'll use Nanja. Weird guy. Nanja Manja.
I use Load Ran.
It looks like Load and Run. Load Ready Run. Shout out to those guys from Load Ready Run. But I love this game. You know, it just sucks that, you know, shooters and stuff like this doesn't kind of take on.
Well, the biggest thing that stinks is the PS2 import. In Japan, you could play it online. What was the online system that it used?
I think it was like the Neo-Geo, like, oh wow, I got the boss attack, so I got the giant Peach Fuzz thing. Yeah, and I just got bombed. The whole thing, yeah.
But obviously, if you import it and play it in America, you really can't.
Yeah. I was playing the, not that we did condone piracy, but playing the ROM, I'm pretty sure it was GGPO that I was playing with. So I remember it was new at the time, and the people on it were insanely good. You know, it makes what we're doing, like, or what I'm doing to Gerard look like peanuts. I mean, these guys were blanking me in like 30 seconds. I thought, like, yeah, I'm gonna use. You could use. There's two hidden boss characters. There's Run grown up, and she's just called Sprites. Sprites. And then there's her mother, who is,
Take this.
Who's called Memory. Oh my god, look at all the rabbit cats. And I sent the rabbit. That's the one stipulation, there can only be one boss on the screen. Oh my god,
Finally!
There you go.
Got a little quiet there,
Yeah,
Nick.
we can see, I'm looking at the audio level, you can see where it's spiked, so you can tell it's where. And at this moment, you can see where Gerard beat me.
Or here, and here.
Yeah, and here.
I was doing a lot better.
Yeah, Nanja's very slow. That's the one thing about Nanja. Because all the characters have like the different unique attacks, and also they have strengths on their shots. So some characters have stronger shots, some characters have weaker shots. But, you know, a lot of people... Oh, there we go. A lot of people like the characters like, in the American version, it's Schmidt and Run have the attacks that come from behind you. So they kind of surprise you. But there's most like Nanja and Relly Teal have the kind of big things that just come up and take over the screen. And if you do fire up to level 2, you get your extra. It's called the extra attack. And here comes the rabbit cat. I'm gonna make him go. See if we can blow him up. It's in I'm pretty sure, yeah, in the PlayStation 2 version. I forget the name of the character that took over and runs a hidden character in the new one. But also her mom does make an appearance in the game, and she's still. It's Japanese boss hard, so it's like, you know.
Here, you hear that? That's the sound of desperation.
I don't know about you, and I'm having a ball. And yeah, you'll also see the little guys that'll come in, like those little angels come in. They have a star or a money symbol, and the stars will pop all of the balloons that are surrounding the little sprites on the screen. I got you. But it's like, it's cool because it has like this whole thing with the fighting game aspect. I think is you know, it was big with Neo-Geo, but when you think of the Neo-Geo, like how many, you know, everything had that whole thing that you could play with another player. Yeah, and that's all that thing says. It's Nanja. It doesn't really say anything.
And now the different versions, like the MVS, the Japanese, are there any major differences? Or
Well, let's reset it really quick. We'll go into, I love with the Universe BIOS, so we'll go here. We'll go in the soft reboot system. We'll reset the game. Now, if I hit all 3 buttons, I hit ABC. Go in the region setup. We'll go.
We gotta wrap it up. We're almost out of tape.
Okay. And we'll do Japanese arcade.
Should we do that in the next video?
Yeah, we'll do that next video. We'll check out the Japanese arcade version of it. So let's go.